This program contains coarse language and discusses mature themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
People assume that, like, oh, we've been together for like 10 years because of our relationship structure, which is the case for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like most of the people, well, a lot of the people that we've met have been in the scene or whatever scene that is for many years.
Yeah, a lot of people that I've met over the years, when you ask them, oh, how did you become open, E&M, poly, swingers, whatever they want to call themselves, like, usually they met when they were young, they got married out of college,
Mm-hmm.
they've been together for 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and now in our modern world of, like, Tinder, Hinge, all the apps,
And
they're
it's
like...
more common now.
It's more common and it's more open,
Mm-hmm.
but because of, like, things like that, they're like, oh... we kind of missed out on that generation.
Yeah, or there's
a little
more.
bit.
There can be more. There
Mm-hmm.
can be something non-traditional.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's over time, slow burn,
Yeah.
becoming a little more normalized.
But speaking of apps,
Aha! Tinder. Yes, it's not that exciting of a story. It was like a 2 a.m. Tinder swipe, like a horny middle of the night swipe.
but we didn't meet up in the middle of the night.
We did not. No, we chatted for a little bit. I sent you... Oh, I told you about, I think, a picture or what I was wearing. I was wearing something strappy or something.
Yeah.
And then you asked for the picture. And then we chatted for like 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I was at work and I was leaving early that day. And we were like sexting in the middle of the day. Employee of the year. And he invited me over and I went over and then I asked him, I went into his room. He was wearing 2 different socks, which is his MO. And then we like sat on the bed and then I asked him if I could kiss him. And he said yes.
Yeah.
And then we kissed. And then we had sex.
Yes. But you didn't look me in the eye.
I did not.
Yeah.
Not a big eye contact person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when I was like, oh, okay, I'm
We
never
fucked.
going to see
Yeah.
her again. Like, she
So.
didn't look me in the eye. I know.
You also did not think I was real for like...
I still don't. I still don't. I think you're a Russian bot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you were created by AI.
Svetlana. My name is Svetlana.
Yeah, you're not a real person, and a lot of people also think that. So.
But it's true. In the flesh.
No, you were very cool, and we had a lot in common, and that's why it was very hard for me to believe, like, oh, okay, there's someone else out there with my same philosophies on things.
A
for the
lot in
most part.
common, but you did... I was completely vanilla before I met you. Not completely vanilla. I had been, first of all, I had really only dated women for 10 years prior to meeting you. But throughout college, I was asked to be a third in a few people's relationships, which was always very surprising to me, like, because I loved it, but I was always like, I can't ever imagine trusting someone enough to like do this, because I was a different person then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was not until I met you that I ever like went outside of my relationship. Yeah, before you, I was pretty vanilla.
Oh, okay, so vanilla.
Vanilla.
Your definition of vanilla is, okay, I've been a third.
I was a unicorn.
You were a unicorn. You are pansexual, but you dated women for the last 10, 11 years.
I lost my girl virginity before I lost my boy virginity.
You understand that most people don't consider that vanilla.
Okay. Outside of those within my relationships, once I got into a relationship, we didn't do, like, I would date, women who didn't really like seeing me being hit on by men in bars. Like, you don't say you think other people are attractive or anything, which was always kind of strange to me. I'm like, you don't stop thinking other people are attractive once you get into a relationship.
Like, yeah, I guess maybe part of that vanilla that you're describing is like being monogamous.
Monogamous. I was monogamous, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really even take saucy pictures. Like, sometimes I would, but I would put them in, like, my hidden folder, and it was just not. But I wanted to be more kinky. A long while, I've had an interest in shibari. Like, I've known for a long time that I would like that.
Where did you see that first? Like, what was your intro?
What was my intro to shibari? I think I don't want to say it was. There's an episode of Anthony Bourdain. What is this show? Parts Unknown. And he goes to Japan, and he does like a little shibari segment. So for sure, that was like a sticking point, and that was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. And I'm 30, so that was like. But yeah, and like also being a unicorn, like I really loved that.
Right.
Which is a little kinky.
Yeah, it's kinky.
I will say, one of my exes and we decided to sleep with a guy, but we finally found one. We had like a joint Tinder profile, and we finally found one, and we like went and had a drink, and then went back to his apartment, and he came in like literally 30 seconds. So we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. And then we just didn't really, I think we broke up not too long after that. Womp womp. All right, so we got a question, kind of generic, like what do you, or do you have OnlyFans, like tips, tricks, rules for either newcoming creators or fans? Do not talk about meeting in person ever.
Yeah.
In real stuff, like in real life, any type of question could get the creator banned. Basically, if the site won't let you send a word, don't send it. Like, if it won't let you send the word meet in a message, that means they don't want you to talk about that. So don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I'm sorry, should I do it?
No.
Okay.
Please don't, because people work really hard on their accounts and building them up, and it's just.
But it's not just for OnlyFans.
But so maybe don't do it, but then go to, they probably have like a link tree or something, and if there's like another method of contact, they might have that there. So just be respectful, like, and not like, now you know if you're watching this.
So I think you can even go a step before that. Like, read the intro message that you get on OnlyFans, right? Intro message, go through it, then read the bio. Go to the main page, read the bio. Most creators say, correct me if I'm wrong, no meetups. And they might not even say the word meet because they don't even want...
Yeah, they don't, the word in any text anywhere.
Yeah, so if there's another way that they're saying meetup, like don't mention some other synonym, don't do it. If they don't, then yeah, you can, okay, they link their Twitter to their OnlyFans, and then read the Twitter bio. Twitter bio says...
I'm going to pause because I'm just going to say I want to link back to this for when the question comes up of how to be a good fan.
Ah, okay. So then let me just summarize then by saying, like, then read that bio, see what their policy is on that.
Right. Just take the time. Like, the creators take so much time in curating the content and their brand and their voice. Like, take the time to read it. If you want to be at the top end or like stay on a creator's mind, like, yes, I have tons of fun doing this and like being slutty and doing all of these things that we do. But in terms of OnlyFans and like the content creation, I hate to break it to everybody, but it's for money. So tip well, buy their content, you know, and that's so like people ask, how do I be a good fan? How do I, you know, stay at the top of your mind? That's like I like creating, you know, obviously a relationship with my subscribers. So that's not gonna, you know, waver. But if you want to be my, you know, at the top of my list, like I know who my top fans are. Like I know.
Yeah, it's not like someone on Instagram is going to message you and be like, oh, but baby, like, I don't need an OnlyFans. Check out my dick. Like,
Yes.
I don't need to subscribe for you to
I know.
worship my massive...
Yeah, they don't subscribe, and then they send me an unsolicited picture that's like, but don't you want this? As if I'm going to be like, that's it. I'm shutting it all down. I need you now.
That's not a reality.
That's not reality, so.
And that's not being a good fan either.
Nope.
Do not show your genitalia just because you feel like you have access to theirs.
Which, and I will say, like, there is, like, I know that I'm putting my genitalia out there, but that's my, like, you know that that's what I do.
It really just goes back to, like, the universal idea of consent.
Right. Like,
anything you do in this world or in the real world is consent-based.
Yeah. Any other tips, tricks?
For being a good fan, specifically?
Well, no, we can also do for, like, new creators. I feel like for new creators, I personally believe that, you know, success comes from hard work. So, you gotta do the work.
Yeah, and I think people get a little bit down on themselves when they hear about the exceptions to the rule or the outliers, and they hear that story that made...
Like, oh, I've been on OnlyFans for 3 weeks and I made like $10,000 or...
Yeah.
Like, it does happen. I mean, a lot of what you see online is probably not completely factual, but it does happen. So, but it's not as likely as I think people think it is.
The other things that I've heard from another creator is that there's a lot of things that come into it. It is, some of it's privilege, a lot of it's luck, and timing. But when the moment arrives to you, you have to recognize it and know what to do with that luck and timing.
Yeah.
Because if you have your moment and you piss it away, then that moment's lost. So people get on themselves like, at the height of 2020 is when I should have started my OnlyFans. Yes, that was a moment, but there's going to be other windows, and you have to kind of just recognize those windows of opportunity when they come by. And a lot of those windows, they will fall flat. Like, a lot of things have fallen flat in my personal career when an opportunity arose. But there were other ones, and there will be more. Like,
you can put your foot in the door, but, like, you have to walk through it. Like, you have to take opportunities. Like, it's not going to be easy. There are going to be bad characters, bad actors, literally and figuratively. I'm usually a very big trust your gut type of person. If someone gives you a bad feeling, which brings me, I feel like, the can we collab? Do you want to collab?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you do not have a picture, and it's just your name, and you have no online presence, and you ask me, do you want to collab? The answer is no, I don't. I don't want to. Like, and saying collab, like, I collab, you know, for no fee with other performers who do well, or I can tell put effort into their content. Like, and I personally will do collabs with people, with fans. I will, but like the fans that I do content with are actual fans. Like, they are supporters. Like, they have spent money on me. I have a booking fee. You pay the booking fee. But I feel like there are so many people who just have no presence, no effort in their outreach, just the letter you want to collab, ? And the answer to that is no. No, I don't.
That's the lowest. The lowest effort is a 3 a.m.
Yes.
collab. Not even a full sentence, just collab, ? No, you're right. No photo, no nothing. Why?
Or the message, anal content.
Oh, we've gotten that one before.
Anal, just 2 words, no punctuation, all lowercase, anal content.
Is that do you want
I don't know what to do with that information.
Do you want anal content from her or with her?
The reality of it is, if I were to actually have like a fan who's subscribed to my OnlyFans, who is like buying my content or subscribed to my VIP, has been like, is like thorough and thoughtful in their messages, or like, hey, I've been following you for a while, like I would really like to see this. Like, that's actually something I would consider. Like, and that's the thing, is I just feel like there's so little effort from so many people just sitting behind a screen and like not even taking into account like the amount of work and the vulnerability and just all of the different levels that go into doing this type of work. Like, there's so much thought on our end. Like, put an ounce of thought, an ounce of thought, and it would be very nice of you to do.
Obviously we've seen dozens and dozens and dozens of those messages, but there was one that I'm thinking of on Twitter that, like, begging for a collab and them having one shirtless selfie in their house in a gym mirror, something like that.
I know exactly who you're talking about right now.
No other posts, and it's just...
I know. Oh, and then when they said, and I was like, you're not established enough, like I was getting kind of off vibes, like trying to be nice about it, and then it got to a point where this person was like, well, I don't understand the problem. I'm hot, you're hot, I want to be a creator, it makes perfect sense. You can that does not make any sense. What are you talking about? Like,
and just the amount of
the entitlement.
It seems one-sided. Like with other
like
there's been the one couple that I'm thinking of that was very graphic in leading up to the collab, but there was a more even exchange of what do you want, what do I want?
And they even said before sending all of that, like, we really like to, tease future. Do my boobs look good?
Your boobs look great. I'm just worried that your hand might hit the microphone.
Womp.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the microphone. You're thinking about your boobs.
I am. No, but they even said, like, we like to send, we like to tease people that are gonna come, film with us. And I was like, totally on board. Like, there was, I want this. We would like to do this with you. Is that okay with you? Yes, I would like that. Now let's do it. Then it's hot. Then it's good. Then it's like, I'm excited because I agreed to it, and then we're also exchanging like, hey, let me send you some videos. This is what I really like might have this in mind. Like, it's actually like we're both all being thoughtful in what we're creating, not just like, all right, but when you get here, I need really good head. Like, there's such a difference.
Yeah, I think that articulated it really well.
So. And I'm sure I could, could do it better eventually, but I haven't. It made me mad, so I didn't think about it a lot until, again, now.
And on that note.
Yes. Okay. This was lovely.
Give us more comments,
yes.
please.
More questions.
DM us if you don't want it to be public. You want to be named, not named. We don't care. Just give us more thoughts. We'd love to answer your questions.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And thank you.
Mwah.